Hey everybody! What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? So this is gonna be interesting because this is gonna be in rare form. I'm not gonna be talking nice for very long. Y'all gonna get the gutter ratchet shit in about 10 minutes or so. 10-15 minutes, y'all might get the next ghetto ratchet shit. I'm gonna start going the fuck in on this LeBron bandwagon. Oh, yes, the fuck I am. Oh, I definitely am. It definitely is. Salute to everybody who's walking in. The heat is motherfucking on. All right. So this is what Ow! Listen, Joe, you can take your trolling ass the fuck up out of here, motherfucker, because I'll roast you right motherfucking now real quick. You know, stop fucking playing with me. Okay? So let me tell you something. Okay? This is what we finna do. Okay? Let me say this. Let me just say this. What's up? Skull Gang Brown. Well, you change your name to Skull Gang Brown. What's up, Brown? Hey, what's up, Jeff? What's up? What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yes, come on in. Come on in. This is the safe zone. Walk on in. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play a couple songs. The first thing I'm gonna do before I get on this LeBron bandwagon, right? I'm gonna relish on my team right quick. We might watch a Undisputed real quick. I don't know. I'm gonna brag on my team real quick. But before we do that, I am. You heard me? I am finna play this shit. I'm finna get crunk in this bitch. I'm finna show y'all why the Heat gonna represent for all the motherfucking haters, all the flip-floppers, all the bitches who is on the Miami Heat bandwagon is, nah, we with LeBron. Fuck y'all. We coming for revenge. Okay? We coming for revenge. This is revenge from last year because we was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Boston beat us, so we coming to whoop that ass. I know you seen that ass whooping. I know you seen it. Stop fucking playing with us. I know you seen how we put the smackdown on the smackdown. Nah. Hold on tight.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do shit, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God, all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my album got dropped. And I'm only 23, I'm the shit, now look at me. I'm a boss like my nigga Rose. Shorty asked me for a check, I told that bitch like no way. Cause I made it from the bottom, it was never no way. And I never had a job, you know I had to sell, yeah. Bitch, I'm a boss, I call a shot. I'm with the murder team, call a cop. We in the building, y'all are not. You showing the paper, you gon' ball or not. Bitch, I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I play the shots, I call the calls. We in this bitch, it's going down. Yeah, I'm the kid that with my motherfucking crown. Bitch, I'm a boss. 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 I play the shots, I call the calls. Yeah. Hey! I see how these niggas playing, but I could adapt. These niggas won't hold me back. 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 These hoes won't hold me back. These hoes won't hold me back. These niggas won't hold me back. These niggas won't hold me back. I look in my fridge, my shit looking scarce. I got a few kids, we need some shit on the shelf. I get a knock at the door, they say my rent overdue. That's why my niggas sell dope and don't know what else to do. The only thing on my mind, I'm trying to keep on the lights. I call up my slime, I need a kilo tonight. Everything went well, I'm eating steak, no more soup. Then I popped the Capri, I went and got me a coupe. Everything takes time, but this shit came fast. Niggas standing in line, they wanna hold me back. I multiplied my hustle, stimulated my mind, motivated my niggas, and we never divide. No, these niggas won't hold me back. 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 These hoes won't hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. First I got me a Taurus, then I caught me a Lexus. I took over Florida, my connect out of Texas. Then I start sipping purple. Got my shit screwed when you feeding your circle. Watch your shipments improve. Fabricate about your fortune. All my fabrics imported. 40K in my fortress. 40K still my mortgage. 24K my toilet. All my taxes reported. All my exes deported. Shout out Texas, New Orleans. All these niggas influenced by a hustler's endurance. I just bought me the purest, but I need some insurance. Niggas watch who you fucking, just to hate on your bitches. Niggas breaking the rules. Niggas facing suspension. Ooh, these niggas won't hold me back. 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 These hoes won't hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. Mama working 3 jobs till I told her to quit. How we rose from the sewer. Funny now on the shit. Niggas ain't getting money, but they got an opinion. Had his tech making racket. Sir, you like it with tennis. Killers ride for that paycheck. AK, okay, check. Bitch, nigga, let's play chess. Yo, bitch, next, no latex. These niggas won't hold me back. Told the feds they sold me set. Whipping white and then come right back. Whipping white and then come right back. These niggas won't hold me 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 back. These hoes won't hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. These hoes wanna hold me back. No, these niggas won't hold me back. These niggas won't hold me back.
Made that music.
I'm not a star. Somebody lied, I got a pistol in the car. A 45, if I died today, remember me like John Lennon. Buried in Louis, I'm talking all brown linen. Make all of my bitches tattoo my logo on their titty. Put a statue of a nigga in the middle of the city. Load up the choppers like it's December 31st. Roll up and cock it and hit them niggas where it hurts. Told on my partner and help them crackers give them 30. I told him I got him, therefore I gotta do you dirty. Back to my biz, been in this bitch since 8:30. Scoop me a dime, now man get off at 10:30. Going on 12, go home and tell that man a lie. I got a bake sale, bitches study for the pie. 9 for the slice, dummy, that's a damn Marino. Talking quarterbacks, meaning talking quarter kilos. Niggas feel my pain, I ain't even gotta say it. Where I come from, if you open it, you paying. How can I save when all my niggas in the can? Am I my brother's keeper, motherfucker, take my hand. Pull up to the club, I got a kilo in the car. Black card for the niggas, spinning C-notes at the bar. I'm not a star. I'm not a star. I'm not a star. I'm not a star. All black Lamborghini smoking on the sticky. Got a couple dollars, now this nigga think he Ricky. Pull up to the club, I got a kilo in the car. Black card for the niggas, spinning C-notes at the bar. I'm not a star. 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 Somebody lied, I spent $1 million on the car. It come alive, never feed it after dark. Gotta treat it like a gremlin. It's a multi-million-dollar motherfucker in it. And I'm quick to blow $1 million in a minute. I know them people wanna stick me with a sentence. I'm a player catching bitches like I'm T.O. Trunk full of work, yeah, this nigga think he me now. 3 dice, yeah, grab a nigga for a kilo. Pinky ring 100 grand, but keep that on the D-Lo. Diddy negotiates in the paperwork to Theo. My niggas never sing, if I need them, I go to Neo. Fuck a famous bitch and I treat her just like a ski-o. Not even worth a shower, just grab me and stick the D-O. Monday for menages and Tuesday I get a trio. And a bitch to get a gift on the strip, she was a P.O. Pull up to the club, I got a kilo in the car. Black card for the niggas, spinning C-notes at the bar. I'm not a star. I'm not a star. I'm not a star. I'm not a star.
Yo. So check me out. I'm gonna brag on my team real quick. Okay. So number one thing, right? The first thing is a bitch sleep on the Heat. I don't know why. I just don't understand. I don't get it. You know. Hold on. What the hell just happened? Hold on, I did the wrong thing. Oh shit, how is it telling me up here? I came in on my other device by accident. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on, give me a second. No. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we scored 46 points in one quarter, right? That's the most the Heat ever has done. Even when we had LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, we've never, ever have scored that many points, okay, in one quarter in the playoff game. You understand that? Do you understand what I'm saying? We scored 46 points in one quarter. How the fuck we did that? How we did that? Hello? I'm asking a question for a friend. I want to know how we did that. We ain't got shit. Let everybody tell it. We ain't got no names. We garbage. Only thing we got is Butler. That's all we got. How we did that? I'm waiting. I want to know. Let me look at the chat. I'm asking questions. I ain't even looking at the chat. I just want to know. I just want to know. We so garbage. We ain't got shit. How the fuck we manage in Boston, nigga? How did we manage to run down a fucking plus 20 points lead? They were probably lead by 20 fucking points. And be beating their ass by 10 or more points by the fourth quarter. Please tell me how that happened. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Well, thanks. Come in. What's up, Tuck? Oh shit, I did the wrong thing. But how do I? Like I fucked up. I don't know what I just did, y'all. I don't know. I did something with my phone. Hmm. That's weird. Hold on, let me take this down. Oh, I can't see shit. Okay, well, you know what? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Because it's distracting me and all. It's something I did with my phone. I fucked up. That's how I came in twice like that. I don't know what I just did. My phone already fucked up as it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, so y'all can, well, yeah, I know y'all can hear me. I just played it back. Okay, so we were able to do a fucking run, chase their ass down. We got them down. You feel me? We took one away. That's the important part. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be no dog match. Now, my prediction for this game, for this series, I feel like the Heat gonna do it by game 6. Okay, I think they really gonna do it before then. But everybody's saying, nah, you trying, Boston, you trying. I feel like we'll come back and whoop their ass again at home. That's really how I truly feel. So, you know, so this is how I'm going to do it. 4-2, by game 6. They might take one at home. They may take one away. But I don't think they're going to win more than 2 games. Did y'all see how motherfucking, I call him little Drake, little baby Drake. What's the little light skin? High tech, yeah. What's that little light skinned nigga? They gave him a tech one time in the game for something so fucking stupid. I couldn't understand that shit. I'm like, how you give somebody a tech for just bouncing a ball? Like, bitch, the motherfucking refs get on my fucking nerves, dog. I can't stand them bitches, dog. Okay, what's his name? For real. Let me stop being funny. Jason Tatum. Okay. He turned over the ball twice, 3 times technically. 2 of them was while traveling. Who does that? Who fucking does that? Who fucking has the ball, doesn't bounce it? Now, one fucking time you'd have made 4 or 5 steps, nigga. No, okay, no. That was one. But the other one was he went to jump for the shot, but I guess he was supposed to bounce the ball again before he moved again, and he didn't. He just went up again, and they called that a traveling. So I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck he did some shit like that. What the fuck is really going on? So, I'm just like, to be honest, that's my prediction for the Heat Boston Celtics series. Heat's gonna take it by game 6. We ain't going all the way to Boston, back to Boston. We whooping that ass. They ain't getting no wins like that, and it's done. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please state them in the chat below, and I will get to them as quickly as possible. Let me tell you, a lot of people mad about this shit, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of people mad about this shit. I don't argue with like 1,700 people from Dade. We got some people from Dade County, dog. These are traitors, dog. I can't stand these motherfuckers. We got some motherfuckers from Dade County, born and raised in the fucking county of Dade, and they gonna switch up on the whole team, right? So they LeBron bandwagoners right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I can't stand? And I see a motherfucker who I know was just on the Heat dick 6 years ago, but now, we getting it from the muscle. You feel me? We have to hustle for what we got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a couple sign-ons. We got Butler. We got Lowry. Bam is like not like, he's not consistent, but when he on, he on. You feel what I'm saying? We got a secure center. He tall enough. He taller than everybody on the court. He's really a mixed match for Al Horford. And he not even that aggressive like that. Like on his off days, Bam be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But because he jumped high and he tall, he gonna always grab the rebound. All I know is this. We showed initiative. We showed what the fuck we gonna do to you fucking Lakers, LeBron, dick riders. We're gonna show you what the fuck we got and just be ready. Because we coming for your fucking head. We coming. Okay? We coming. So this is all I got to say. Boston, respectfully, we eating your ass up. Your ass is out of there. Don't even think you're gonna breathe the finals. It's over. It's over. It's over. Now, rightfully so, you come back and win game 2. Game 3, game 4, game 5. It's ours, nigga. Ours. And maybe, okay, well, game 2, because then we come back to 2 games at home. So, game 3, game 4, and then game 6. That's me right now. That's how that's gonna happen. Boston gonna win game 2. We gonna come back home to my shit. Go see how much them tickets is. I could go to another. I could go back, bitch. I was there last year, ho. Bitches was hating. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was looking all cute and shit. Bitches was hating on the swag, bitch. We was at the Eastern Conference Finals with the kids, bitch. No, them tickets weren't cheap. We were Millie rocking on any block, bitch. Okay, and we lost that shit. But you know what? We Millie rocked on any block right about that motherfucker. Happy to the bitch. Just the experience of being in the Eastern Conference Final. A lot of you broke, dumb, raggedy motherfuckers can't even do no shit like that. Y'all can't even fathom getting your asses up and really spending some guap on some shit that'll fucking change your whole motherfucking life. You sit up on here online and jack your wet, stinking dicks and talk shit all fucking day. But guess what? That's all good because that ain't how everybody like it. But look, so we lost last year, right? I was there at the game. That was game 6, actually. They took the game away from us. You got to understand what happened last year. By game 6, we were already down. All they needed was one more game, and that was at home. So I had to take that loss, but it was the best experience. We was in there losing our voice. We was in there turned the fuck up. We was in there just turned, holding it. I had one baby in my arm and the other arms, go ahead, losing my motherfucking mind. The atmosphere, when you in that kind of atmosphere, you can't hear shit. You can't even see shit. All you see is the court. The atmosphere is crazy. Everybody going crazy. Bitches falling on each other. Shit, all kinds of shit going on. So, especially when the Heat get excited inside the stadium, people be turning the fuck up. So, it was it was a great experience. Now, to come back, right, this year, right, I already feel like we gonna try to take it away from them at home. I feel like that's part of the revenge plan, but I'm not sure. All I know is this: Butler finna eat you niggas. That's all I motherfucking know. That's it. Look, listen. We gonna get into the GOAT talk and all this bullshit. I'm finna break all that shit down. But before I get into that, because I'm about to do that in a second, I just want to say one more last thing, right? About the Heat. And I'm going to take I love my banner. My shit look raw. You feel me? Okay. I feel like we're going to take it on some shit we revengeful this year. We trying to chop everybody heads off. We coming through. We finna we have to, first of all, we can't give up. We can't give up any we can't fuck up and give up in too many games for the Boston Celtics series. Because that's what happened last year. We fucked up. We lost a couple of games. We lost the one at home. That was before game 6. We lost one at home. We lost one at, we already were down 3 games. We only have, I believe we only won 1 game, maybe 2. So we were trying to come back. I think it was 2 games we won. We were down, 1 to be tied. But I just feel like this time around, we have to be careful with how many games we give up. Like, I feel like they made their mark. They came in, we took game 1 away from Boston at home. You know what I'm saying? At the Gardens? What the fuck? That's the hell going on? Who does that? I mean, back in the days when Boston had the big 5, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Rondo, the heavy hitters, everybody was stacked up on that motherfucker. It was the biggest problem for us. And we could never really just win one at Boston. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of the biggest fucking thorn in our ass. Now this year we finna mop the floor with them niggas. So this is the plan. I really do think it's gonna be 4-2, and it's gonna be the opposite of what happened last year. Last year they took it away from us at home by game 6. But game 6 we gonna be at home. So I feel like that's why I feel like we might take this shit. It might be 4-1. They might only win 1 game. But let a bitch tell it I'm drinking. Because we ain't got stars on our team. Because we don't have just these top hitters on our team. You sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all all the way sleep. But it's okay. It's okay. The Heat like to wake niggas up. So that's what the fuck we gonna do. We gonna go ahead and wake you niggas up. All right? So I'm gonna go ahead. And take this off, right? And then I want to pull something up, right? But I feel like, let me do this. Hold on. Okay, let me do this real quick. Okay, I have a video I kind of want to share with you guys. And this is a big argument. Like, I've had this argument with my brother, like, just the males in my family. Okay? And, the conversation is LeBron the GOAT? Right? And I feel like, honestly, that's highly debatable. It's not a question. It's questionable. Like, it's like a player in injury reserve, and it's questionable whether he's going to return. That's what that is to me. When a person tells me they feel like LeBron is the GOAT, I don't know, the greatest of all time. You got to understand what the GOAT means. Y'all can't be just going around giving everybody the GOAT. We in this weird era where we just telling everybody they hot shit. What is up with y'all? Like, for real. Like, what are we doing? Now, I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. Don't feel like this is going to be like a LeBron bash, because I'm not going to do that per se. But I am going to accentuate and highlight certain topics that I feel like people run away from when they talk about who's the GOAT in basketball. And when you talk about who's the GOAT, definitely, when you tell me the greatest of all time, LeBron is not the first person that comes to my mind. I absolutely do not agree with that. You're just gonna go over Kobe, right? We just gonna railroad everybody else who came before this nigga and just solidify this little young. And this is the thing. This is the thing with LeBron, right? This is the thing. He has preservation. He has self-preservation on his side. Okay? And that to some people is smart. That's you're preserving your body. You're taking care of yourself so you can have a longevity career. Hey, you want to be playing basketball for 40 fucking years? Hey, that's the longest life expectancy I've ever heard of, right? And you want to know why that is? You want to know why he's so into self-preservation? Because I get it. It's part of like not want to fuck your whole body up. I get that. Like, that's not something that I don't understand. But when you're trying to label somebody the GOAT, somebody who's the best at something over everyone else, you gotta, I feel like you have to look at all aspects. And you can't just say because he beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's point record this year, that makes him the GOAT. Because here's one thing that nobody is highlighting about that. Okay, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played how many years in the NBA? Let's look that up real quick. Let's just look that up. I feel like I know this answer, but I'm gonna go ahead and look that up. So he played 21 seasons. From 1975 to 1989, right? So that means in years, he only played 14 years. You know, give or take 15, right? So in 15 years of his career, he was able to get those amount of points. That's how many points he was leading all-time score at, what, 38,300 and give it take some change or some shit like that. Can't remember exactly the number. But I know it was 38,000 retiring. He retired at the thing was saying that he was leading an all-time score with 38,000 points in the 21 seasons that he played. Okay. LeBron took him his whole entire seasons that he played over basketball, and then some, to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. You gotta understand that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did that in less amount of years than LeBron had to achieve that. You get what I'm saying? So whereas LeBron took him 20 some odd years to get that, to hit that record and beat it, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did it in 14 to 15 years. So that's number one. He did it in a short amount of time. That's number one. Okay. Granted, LeBron beat the shit. Okay. But everybody riding that dick, holding the nuts for it. I don't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. That was great. But are we going to break that shit all the way down? Are we going to keep that shit all the way 100? The game of the transition of basketball has changed. The way they play the game is completely different. It's not even the same anymore. It's not a defensively rounded game. You got a whole bunch of niggas. You got a squad of 5 niggas. All of them want to shoot your lights out, including the center. This is the game that we're playing today. This ain't the 80s where niggas get slapped down from fucking out of the air. You know what I'm saying? And got to get right back up because the ref said, oh, I ain't see that. You got to get your bitch ass up and keep going. You can't cry about it like LeBron do on the sideline. Cry and mope and scream and yell to the refs. Don't get a tech either for it, but cry like a little, I don't want to just go in on him like that, but be crying like a little bitch. He done started a whole committee, okay? He done started a whole committee about these refs not calling these calls. You know what I'm saying? And there have been other players that have done it. Michael Jordan actually also wanted to get with the refs on that. But Michael Jordan played in the era when niggas was punching you in your face, and if the ref ain't see it, guess what the fuck you had to do? Keep the fuck going. You can't run to the ref and say, "Hey, ref, hit me in the nose." Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's not what it's given. You had to get your ass up. Dennis Rodman used to be up there, you know what I'm saying, antagonizing and getting the fuck on people's nerves around that motherfucker. Okay? And guess what they had to do? He was probably violating, grabbing on you too fucking much and shit. And you couldn't do shit about that. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. These niggas that's playing now are like spoiled, like, to me. Like, they make double the amount of money. Rightfully so, you know, inflation and shit has changed, cost of living has changed, rightfully so. But I'm just saying, they making double, triple the amount of money the players was making back then, and they don't have to play defense like that. A nigga could literally have like be considered a great player and never fucking play defense. I don't understand that shit. I don't get that. How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? Like how does a nigga play offense his whole career and then bitches still walk away and say he's great? Like basketball is a rounded game that you got to be able to dive into both. You got to be able to play a little defense. You got to play some defense. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to turn that shit off and on as you shifting down the court, as you going up and down the court, transitioning, as they would say. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like half these niggas, all they want to do, you know, the game is just shooting a nigga lights out. Shooting a nigga lights out. You know what I'm saying? When you find a person who plays defensively, he do too much. Look at Draymond Green. Look at Draymond Green, y'all. Look at that motherfucker. I showed y'all the video the last live I went of this nigga falling all over niggas, like wrestling niggas on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Getting text after text, getting his ass fucking sat on a bench. You know what I'm saying? Just aggressive as fuck. Too damn aggressive. And it's like that because none of the other niggas are aggressive like that. You get what I'm saying? None of them are really like showing, you know, because everybody on some other shit. The way the game is played is differently from the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So let me just say this, and I'm about to drop the link just in case anybody want to come up and add their 2 cents to something that I said. I ain't look at the chat yet, but I just want to say what I got to say before I get distracted. So, you know, LeBron, you know, beat the leading score record. Okay, he still got more years under his belt. I'm just confused if, like, what are we calling great now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is great? You know what I mean? Like, the greatest of all time to me, hands down, even though I don't like his personality outside of the court, is Michael Jordan. Now, name me another nigga that got 6 rings and all 6 MVPs for each ring. And who's 6 for 6, like 6 and no losses in the finals. Granted, Michael Jordan had to lose a lot to get there. He was getting his ass whooped by the Pistons 6 years consecutively prior to that 6-0 run. We understand that. In order to build talent and greatness, that shit has to build. That shit ain't born overnight. And the difference also, I feel like a lot of people have to tear apart, is that Jordan had to play in college. LeBron had the capability. This is the part where y'all gonna, the bandwagoners, and they gonna come up here and say, he was drafted as a high school player, and Kobe Bryant was too. And you know why they stopped doing that? Let's talk about why they stopped doing that. There's a reason why they stopped doing that. Because it takes away from the IQ of a player. So technically, LeBron's college years was with the Miami Heat. That nigga was dumb as fuck. That nigga was doing dumb shit. Okay? Dumb shit. When we was playing in the finals with Dallas Mavericks and we lost that, right? This nigga was taking unnecessary 3-point shots. Okay? Way too many. Don't understand why he was doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's big as fuck and scared to go to the game, to the rim. I'm looking now at the finals now in 2023. He's a little bit more post up. Okay, he's been working on that. He's doing that more. But when he was playing with the Heat, that nigga wasn't doing that. And when he went back to Cleveland Cavaliers, he wasn't really doing that either. You know what I'm saying? Not to me. I ain't really catch it. Like, maybe I missed something. You know what I'm saying? He be scared to go to that rim. He damn near 7 feet tall, bigger than a motherfucker, bigger than everybody on the court. And because he could play every position, they're going to put his big ass as point guard. The motherfucker need to be a center or a power forward. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, a position 4 or 5. I don't understand how he's a point guard. I get that he can play every position. Jimmy Butler can play every position. Except in the number 5. But Jimmy Butler goes from power forward to point shooting guard to point guard. What are we talking about here? You know, what are we defining greatness by? Because I know it can't be for the wins, the loss. Are we? Because how many times LeBron been to the finals? But how many times he won that motherfucker? His ratio is horrible. God, if he ever could keep up with the Michael Jordan esteem, that ship sailed 7 finals ago. Shit, nigga. Ain't no way you gonna be able to clean that shit up now either, because you took too many finals losses. So another nigga gotta come in and try to beat that. And I feel like ain't nobody ever gonna be able to beat the 6 going to the finals back to back and not losing one. And getting all 6, getting all MVPs. Now, the only person who was able to do that was Shaq, but Shaq ain't got 6 of them. He ain't got 6 rings. Shaq only got 4, right? He only got 4, and he does have all MVPs for his rings. However, you know, he don't have as many as Jordan. So, again, nobody has came in and won 6 finals, got all 6 MVPs for the motherfucking finals, okay? And won the finals back-to-back without losing. Who the fuck else done that? Now, I'm about to drop this link, okay? And I ain't playing with y'all, okay? What's up, y'all? Let me go to the chat. I've been talking big shit. Right, Jeff. Right. I agree with that. I completely agree. He got it easy. He's scapegoat right now. He's scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I just, what's up, Octavius? What's up, Blah Nameless? What's up, Quan, Mr. Teddy Bear? What's up? What's up, y'all? But yeah, I feel like, what's up, Joe? Average Joe. I just feel like this shit is fucked up. Like, it's too easy. What's up? What's up, Skoka baby? How you doing? I just feel like, what? Don't fucking play with me. I am not. Okay? What? Neither Kobe or when you get older, you know, that's everyone's losing. What? Are you serious? I'm gonna unhighlight that because that's not worth even taking up my picture. Because you tried it. Number 1. Okay, you know what? Let me show you who said it. Let me show you who said it. Fuck this. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, my nigga. I ain't even on it right now. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share my shit. Hold on. If this nigga said it, then I don't know. See, I'm gonna show y'all what the bandwagoners look like. Let me show y'all what the bandwagon. This is me versus the LeBron bandwagoners. Watch this. Watch it. I'm gonna show y'all the video real quick. Watch this. Yes, Lord. Listen, don't pay me no attention, okay? Hey, you know what? Patrick Ewing, a bitch said to me that Patrick Ewing, okay? They said to me, Joe, you ain't shit, Joe. Joe, you gotta wait now. Nope, you're gonna sit back there because you came up like that. Hold on, just bear with me. I want to show you something before you come up here because I don't need you interrupting my shit. Okay? So let me. Did I let me go to my Gmail. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me show you first, Joe. Don't go nowhere. Let me show you because I don't need you interrupting. I need you to hear clearly. Okay? What is being said here? Oh shit. Okay, give me a second. It's coming up now. My shit is low and slow. The shit low and slow down. wait. Oh Lord. Okay.
LeBron James the greatest player ever. What about Michael and Kobe? So you just gonna pass Kobe up like that?
I'm gonna pass Kobe up. I'm gonna look at Michael. Kobe Bryant couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates. Are you aware that this man has tripled and doubled Michael Jordan in assists? Assists make other players better now.
I'm gonna say one thing to you, Max. I don't know the numbers like you do. Michael Jordan is what in the finals? 6 and what?
Oh,
and where's LeBron in the finals? That's all I gotta say.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's how I'm going to end my argument right there. That's it, right there. You heard Big Shaq. Big Shaq. Head nigga in charge. One of the best defensive players in the league, hands down. Hall of Famer. Have to let your ass know real quick. Don't fucking play. Okay, stop playing. What's up, Joe?
Buenos nachos. Are you serious with this?
I am so serious.
So are you mad because LeBron didn't go back to Miami, or like, is that what's happening? What's going on?
No, I'm not. I feel like there was nothing he could do about that because the team, Mickey Anderson, I don't know what the fuck is going on with him, but he didn't want to pay them. He didn't want to pay to keep the three. Well, Bosh was already hurt, but he didn't want to pay whatever he had to pay to keep us together, to keep the whole team together. So everybody had to do their own thing. Now, do I think that it was a smart idea that he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers and got them a ring? No. But, who am I? Right? What I will say is this. I guess I'm not defining his greatness solely on his individual attributes. I'm going to look at everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at not only your attributes, but you as a team and in a team environment and as a team player. Because in order to win games, you need to You need a team. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got to be part of a team, and you got to be a team player. Like all of that shit falls into all this shit. I feel like people missing like whatever that glue was that Jordan had.
Oh my God. So you telling me that okay, I'm sorry.
Whatever that glue was, whatever that was that magnetically just they worked off each other so well. Even the bench players, I mean, even all the players, like they had a great dynasty. You know, that's not always gonna come around, and when it does, you know, I feel like Chicago Bulls did the best out of any team in the league to try to keep it together. You see, Mickey Anderson he got cheap. He didn't want to pay he didn't want to keep, you know, and even then with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, like Scottie Pippen was taking all them pay cuts. The nigga wasn't even getting paid good. You know what I'm saying? And he was still playing. You know what I'm saying? Like dedicating himself to that shit. And wasn't getting paid not a fuck thing. They did his ass so dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Like the niggas now are just caught up. And I'm gonna let you talk.
So you believe that Jordan was a better teammate than LeBron?
Jordan was a better all around hard worker. Like I'm talking about on the court, not like hold on. I'm talking about not being like that lazy streak. I see like I don't know if it's because LeBron is like faced with trying to preserve his body. I don't know what that is, but he don't have that go get him, eat him up like fashion.
They're not the same type of player. He's more Magic.
Nah, and I don't respect that. I don't respect that you almost 7'5", okay, and you like, you know, you want to be a facilitator when you're not using your full potential. Like he has the size, the IQ, and the ability to take over the game, and I feel like he always just goes to this little like, nah, let me let these other niggas, like it's like he falls back from tapping into that real hard key potential that like
okay, I get what you're saying.
Really tapped into that shit. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron don't. He kind of just he'll tap in it and then he'll come back, tap in it and then pull back a little bit. And it's like we see you could be great, but you ain't tapping in. Or you ain't being that GOAT. And I'm telling you what it takes.
You're not consistent, is what you're saying.
Right, to be that GOAT, you gotta work like you're like, oh my God, you gotta put your body through it. You look at them. Look at the GOATs. They retired after 15 years. They don't have a 25-year game playing span. Anybody who has been great, like just raw as fuck, has never had more than 25 seasons. Never.
Okay, let me ask you this. So Jordan is the greatest, right? And we love him and praise. I don't agree, but that's what you're saying. And we love him and praise him for his killer instinct, right? If you gave, like if Jordan was Jordan and you gave LeBron Michael Jordan's killer instinct, who would be better?
Okay, so because this is hypothetical because he don't
exactly.
But if he had that hunger like Jordan, I would think he would be better because he can play all the positions.
Okay, I got you.
But see, the lack of that hunger, that what I'm looking for, you know what it is? I can't really describe it in words per se, but it's
that killer mentality that Kobe had, that Jordan had.
Just like
Mamba mentality.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we finna go in and get your ass, and there's nothing you could do about it. Like he don't have that, and there are times where he may tap into it, but he don't go all on in it. And I feel like it's because he's trying to preserve his body in some sense, which is smart, but it takes away from your champion ability. If all you're concerned with is not putting your body through the ringer so you can have a 40-year basketball time span. What is 40 years playing in the NBA and you've lost 20 finals and only got 6 rings? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather a 15-year game span where I've won 5 consecutive finals than to take 30 years playing in the NBA and have 20 appearances and only 8 wins. You know, it's just, I don't know.
Honestly, it sounds like you're a LeBron fan and you were just upset that he didn't live up to your expectations because you know what he could be.
Maybe.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Maybe. That could
Still
definitely be it. That could definitely be it because when he came to the Heat, I was all down for the trio, whatever we had to do. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to get another ring. D Wade brought us our first ring. We trying to get another one in there. You know what I'm saying? But the way he played, and this is why it's important. I feel like basketball players should go through the whole college experience because, like, Miami Heat was college for him. Like he had to learn to get to where he is now. But those years that took away where he just drafted from high school, got in the NBA, he paid for that in the long run. Because now, yeah, you might have a long span career, but you took a lot of L's in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying? Because you had to make mistakes when you're supposed to use college for that. I feel like that's what college is for. That's when you learn the kinks. That's when your IQ really builds. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. Especially if you go to the right college.
Right. If you, of course, like, you know, of course, we talking about, like, you know.
Like, if LeBron would have went to Duke, he probably wouldn't have lost out in the finals if you really want to be honest.
Right. Like, I feel like if he would have had a college experience at a great Ivy League school, you know, I really doubt that he would have made the same mistakes he did in the NBA. And maybe his lifespan wouldn't be that long either. You know what I mean? Who knows? But all I know is this, you know, I feel like he plays with the mindset of preservation. And however that may be smart, it's just not, you can't sell me on you're the GOAT then. You gotta, it's almost like you gotta pick which one you're gonna be and stay in that motherfucker. You can't want to be called the greatest of all time above everybody and you're holding yourself back from that potential. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Bill Russell's still the greatest.
Bill Russell, unfortunately for him, in his time, they didn't have MVPs at that time. You just got the finals, and that was that.
They didn't have rebound entire championship. They didn't have none of that.
Right. Back then, there was no such thing. MVPs didn't come into the play until like what, the 80s maybe? 70s, 80s maybe?
76, 77, something like that.
Okay. So, unfortunately for him, and I see why they created the MVP shit. I see why they did that, because it's to determine in that finals who outshined who on that team. And it's helpful because it helps you understand who brought the most fire. You feel me? Like, who brought that shit. I feel like if Bill Russell played when they did have it, he would have damn near had, if not all, but every last MVP ring for the finals.
He would have definitely had at least 8.
Out of the 11, he got 11?
Yeah. He would have definitely had at least 8.
At least had 8. And that's still raw because, you know, he had them, he went, I feel like a few of them were back to back, almost all of them, if I'm not mistaken.
He played 13 years and won 11 titles. One as a player coach.
Right. So he would technically be the greatest, but because just by default, you know, this is what gives Jordan this edge right here. It's the 6 for 6. It's not the 6 and then never losing. It's the 6 finals with each MVP final ring in the era where he played with raw niggas next to him. He ain't played with shitty niggas. He wasn't the only star on the team. So that's what kind of makes Jordan a little bit surpassed the average basketball player today and whoever you want to bring up. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
And then I guess you can't use Kareem then, even though he won at every level.
Kareem was raw. He
lost in the finals.
Like, the greatest of all time. I'd rather give Russell that. If we're gonna start going around shit, you know, just because it's technicality, Russell couldn't help that they didn't have MVPs at the time, so he wouldn't fall into that category. It wouldn't be fair to compare. And that's another thing. We got to stop comparing the times. When Jordan played, that was a different time in the game. When LeBron has played, it was a different time in the game. You know
so then let's do that. Let's stop saying that these people are the greatest, and let's just say he was the greatest for his era.
No, Jordan was the greatest of all time.
But then how can you compare other people that came before him?
Well, and I just explained to you one specification that makes him just bump up a little bit more than Bill Russell and everybody else, Kobe and everybody else who I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying? It's that 6 for 6 shit. And however, Bill Russell was just at the wrong era. You know, I just feel like it still helps boost Jordan's, you know, appeal to being the greatest of all time.
Okay, and how many years did Jordan play?
Jordan played, if I'm not mistaken, between 12 to 15 years. I don't have the exact number.
Let's say 13.
Right.
Okay. He won 6 titles, right?
Yes.
That means there were 7 years he didn't win a title, correct?
And I highlighted that.
So even if they did, there wasn't any. Like,
but he never went to the final.
I guess his argument is kind of hard because sometimes you have to define what the criteria for being the greatest is. Because honestly, you can have a 6 for 6. I'd rather take 11 and 13 years. Like, just honest, I don't give a fuck about the MVPs because everybody in the league knew from the people that played with him to the people that watched him to the new people. Everybody knew who Mr. Russell was.
Well, I get that, and I did too. You know, I did too. I was born way after his era, and I knew about him. But what I'm saying is this, and never got to see him. So since I've been born, the only thing I know is MVPs and finals MVPs and how we run it now. All I'm saying is this. I respect Russell for what he has done because technically speaking, you know, he did some impeccable shit. But all I'm saying is I wasn't alive to see that. That's not my era. So I'm going to start, me personally, that's history. Russell for me is history. All I can do is start from where I was born. When I was born in the 80s, okay? And if I'm talking about from the moment I opened my eyes and stepped into this world, the greatest of all time for my lifetime, let's just make it like that, for my lifetime, because, you know, niggas like to bring out old records from 78 and 76 and 73 and 63. I wasn't born then. I didn't have the luxury of watching that. So I'm just going to speak on from what I've seen. Jordan is the greatest of all time in my era of living in life. Okay? Now, are there history and other niggas that came before him that were raw? Hell yeah. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I barely remember him. Because by the time I was of age to understand basketball, he was already gone. So understand why my concept would be Jordan is the greatest of all time for my era. I can't say
you sound just like everybody else. Like especially people that were born in the 80s.
I feel like LeBron is the greatest of all time for their era.
The people that were born honestly, the people that were born in the 80s, the majority think that is Michael.
It's some flip floppers. I'm calling them. They were the reason why this show even got created today.
Oh, really?
I'm tired of these motherfuckers bandwagon. Oh, LeBron, we've been all jerseyed out with Lakers jersey on, and you live in Miami-Dade County. You got to be burnt to hell. We in the Eastern Conference Finals. How you gonna disrespect the home team like that? We in there, and you gonna come out the house, and you live in Miami-Dade County, and you come out the house with all a Lakers jacket on, Lakers jersey, Lakers hat.
So a nigga took you out on a date with a whole Laker fit on.
Right. In the middle of the heat. You know how hot it is in Miami?
This nigga got a Laker bubble coat on.
Right. Oh, little fucking retard. I wanted to burn that motherfucker to
That's crazy.
Come out the house looking like, and we in there. I could see if we wasn't in there, you know, we lost. You found another team to root for. I get that. Okay, whatever. But we in there, bitch.
And gonna win. And gonna win at least the Eastern Conference.
Well, we gonna do that. Oh, we could definitely. Oh, Joe.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the shit out of Boston.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think it's a series, honestly.
I really don't either. That's where we definitely will agree. I definitely don't. I think
it's crazy. You got me up here taking up for LeBron, and honestly, I'm a Laker fan, so I have to root for him now since he's with my team. But I'm a Kobe fan. Like I ain't fuck with LeBron.
I
ever.
love Kobe.
Ever.
That's that. If I'm gonna say somebody else would be great or greatest of all time, the next runner up would be Kobe Bryant.
Because he's close to Michael. He the same killer instinct.
The only thing is he only got 2 MVPs for his 4 rings. That's the only thing. But or 5, however many he got. But that's fine. He still got a lot of rings. He got the back-to-back shit with Shaq. You know, they done did their thing. You know, I feel like he was cheated on a couple of those MVPs. I'm not gonna lie. Like Shaq probably deserved a couple of them, but Shaq got all the MVP finals when they were playing together. I don't think that was technically like, you know. But he's a beast. He's a monster. So, you know how that went. But anyway, Kobe should have won more MVP finals. You know,
absolutely.
You know. But anyway, he's the next runner up because he's the only one that's come closest, you know. So I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him.
So what about Dirk? Dirk 1 for 1. No losses in the finals.
Fuck that. Fuck that bitch.
Oh man.
If I seen that motherfucker sitting on the side of the road waiting on a bus and there was a puddle of water, I would run over the puddle of water, wet that wet back ass motherfucker. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, why you don't like that? Oh, because my bad. I should have brought up Dirk. My bad. I forgot.
You brought up Dirk, and I brought up Dirk earlier about how we lost that horrible finals against Dallas when we first got the 3. When we got the 3 Power Rangers, because that's how I used to call them. We were Power Rangers. Bitch, when we got together, man, we couldn't do nothing with that motherfucker. Dirk Nowitzki. And really, I feel like we lost that finals because LeBron was taking unnecessary amount of 3-point shots. Like, you're not at that time, his 3-point range, his shooting, his accuracy in the 3-point range wasn't like raw like that. You can't depend on that shit. You scared to post up. Dallas had his ass scared.
But you know why he does that, right? He's scared to go to the free throw line. Like he is scared to go to the free throw line, and that's why he passes off a lot. That's why he is passive. Like he doesn't have that killer instinct to where he can just step up to the line and take up the pressure. Sometimes he will.
Last night.
Oh yeah, Jimmy was killing some shit.
Jimmy Butler showed the killer instinct. What I'm talking about. Where, you know what? I'm going to make sure I do that extra effort to get the ball in the basket. I'm going to make sure I push. I'm going to make sure I do that extra little nudge that I need to get us the points or to get us the recovery or to get us the turnover or to get us whatever it is. He's going to make that effort. LeBron don't do that. LeBron, I feel like he's gloating on his name. Like, I feel like he feels like he's accomplished enough, so now he can just do the bare minimum. And the bare minimum would look like greatness for people. Because he's a great player. But I recognize the difference. I'm not a fool. I seen what greatness looked like. And that ain't it. You good. You're a great player. But you're not tapped into all the way into that greatness. He's not. He playing with it. You know what I mean? So I can't give him that. You know?
So do you think, because I honestly believe this shit now. You think Jimmy Butler is one of the greatest playoff players ever?
I mean, they showed it last night. They scored 46 points in 1 quarter. Understand what happened last night. We never scored that many points in 1 quarter with LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. All 3 of them together. We've never scored 46 points in 1 quarter with LeBron and D Wade. We did that with no name niggas. Let y'all tell it. Let the haters tell it. No name niggas. Butler and no name niggas. That's how we did it. So, you know. That's why I'm gonna leave that shit there. Cause bitches be hating like a motherfucker. Be hating on the Heat like a motherfucker. You know what happened, Joe? I ain't kick you off. You must have fell off. Because I ain't kick him off. I wasn't even touching the keyboard. So Yeah. Anyway, so it's just, I feel like it's a lot of trash talk and high expectation, not even high, because I feel like that's why everybody wants to label this like great shit and people are just mediocre at, not even mediocre, but just not tapped all the way in. And they're just, everybody is great. Everybody is like, it's like the gaslighting for me. I don't know what that is exactly, but I just can't get with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was a kid watching basketball, I remember thinking, like, seeing niggas battered, bruised, walking off the court, bloody, nose dripping, jaws leaning, niggas done got swung on and shit, thinking like, how the fuck they gonna play the rest of the game? The niggas get right back in that motherfucker. And here we got a whole like league full of niggas that want to be coddled. You know what I'm saying? You ain't call that. We in the playoffs. Oh, this is another point I wanted to make. Glad I circled back around. So we're in the era now where we're calling a whole bunch of fouls. Shooting, just fouls. Just like, I think I looked it up, but I have to look at it again. I'm not sure. But out of all those points that LeBron made and beat the record, I thought I could have seen 42% of it was from the foul. Like, because, you know, there's a ratio. There's a percentage of how many points are made from the foul line versus outside of the foul line, which is 3-point line, jump shots, whatever, you know, alley-oops, dunks, whatever. But they have, like, I could have sworn I seen that shit. I'm looking up. I'm trying to see if I can find it right now. That motherfucker, right? If I'm not mistaken, he at least has 40% of those points were from the foul line. So if 30 to 40% of his shots that he made, those points that they have on record are from the foul line, that's a lot. So that means you got 1 to 2 easy free points. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and yet, it still took you more time to beat his record than he achieved it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar achieved it in 14, 15 years. LeBron had to do it in 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And still, at the time of when he's playing, fouls. I'm so tired of these niggas going to the free throw line. It's ridiculous. I can't even keep up with these motherfuckers. I can't even keep up with the fouls. Can't keep up with the new rules. I can't keep up with every time they decide to change some shit. I ain't gonna lie, for a while. I think maybe the last 6 years I've been back watching basketball. But prior to that, I wasn't watching basketball like that. You know what I'm saying? After D Wade won the finals and brought the first ring to Miami-Dade County, that was it for me. I stopped watching basketball like that. And it was all about football. I've been a fan of football since I was a kid. But I'm just saying, like, I really just laid off basketball and only focused on football. I'm watching football and that shit. Always been a football fan. There was a time I kind of like, you know, fell back from football. That was around the Colin Kaepernick time. We ain't gonna get into that. But I love football. I hate the politics. I hate the business side of it, but I love the game. So just like I love basketball. Same shit. Hate the politics of it. Hate the rules. Hate the bullshit that come with it. But I still love the game. Love enjoying and watching the game. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So let me go to the chat. I feel like I've been talking too much. Hey, Purple One. I didn't see you. Yeah, initially. You know what, Purple One? Look at this. That's a great question. Why should millionaires take pay cuts for billionaires? That is a great question. Why? You're absolutely correct. Oh, Stoka. I've actually played football and basketball and all that shit. I played flag football as an adult woman. I have played basketball as a young kid. Been very athletic in my life. Always enjoyed sports. Sports have been in my life. Everybody in my family watch sports. It was no way I was gonna get away from it. No way. When Jordan was playing, the rules were way more relaxed. But LeBron is a great player, especially in the last 10 years. Okay. I mean, he might have fixed his way of playing, but I still feel like he doesn't tap all the way into that. I believe if LeBron would have taken the sacrifice of the pay cut back when he was with Miami or even Cleveland, his championship would have continued. The championship streak would have continued. I believe that. I believe that, but I feel like it was too much pride and too much egos involved, and nobody was willing to take the pay cut. Because I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, they did take the pay cut the year prior, and we actually won the finals against San Antonio. So it was like, nigga, we got to take another pay cut, bitch. We just won the finals. But that's like Tom Brady, perfect example. Tom Brady is a perfect example of what Purple One is saying not to do. Why should you be a millionaire taking pay cuts for billionaires? Now, it becomes for the love of the game, for the win, for the want to win. I guess that's part of the pride and the ego that goes into playing the sports. You want to be the greatest. You want to be the best at it. You want to beat everybody. I guess that's the competitive streak in when you are engaged in sports and shit like that. That competitive side tends to tap in, and you want to be the best, and you want to whoop everybody's ass. And Tom Brady took multiple pay cuts through the years. I mean, he won. He had the undefeated record and still took pay cuts. Lost Randy Moss, still took pay cuts. He took pay cuts to get a whole new offensive line. So, when it depends on the person. The person has to be willing to sacrifice that for the team or for the greater good. Now, LeBron wasn't willing to sacrifice that for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And Mickey Anderson isn't like Pat Riley. Pat Riley and Mickey Anderson aren't like, they're just like a lot of, they try not to be like the Miami Dolphins as far as like when it comes to the spending money, spending it in the right place. But I feel like we have in Miami the stigma of spending money in the wrong places. And now since Pat Riley has become the manager of the team, I feel like that's changed a little bit for us. We're kind of going in the right direction. Eric Spoelstra is a great coach. You know what I'm saying? He's blossomed into like this impeccable coach. So I just don't, they ain't want to spend the money. They don't want to spend the money. LeBron don't want to take the pay cut. Everybody gone. I feel like he could have got more consecutive rings and got more out of it if he would have. But who am I to tell a nigga to take a pay cut? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, he wants to be able to supply a certain level of wealth for his family. You know what I'm saying? And who am I to say that's a wrong decision to do? Now, would I have necessarily went back to the Cleveland Cavaliers after they knew that the whole team knew that nigga was fucking my mama and shit? And like the owner, manager, everybody know about this shit but me. And then y'all tried me. Y'all burnt my jersey. Y'all made the whole public spectacle about me leaving the team without even giving a fuck what the team was doing to me. Then you go back to that city and win them a championship. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I think that was stupid. You know what I'm saying? I think some of the decisions he made were kind of stupid. You know what I mean? I can't, Yeah, I agree. Daquan. Let me see. Purple One. In some cases, you have to make a sacrifice if you want to be great. Every year, they had to pay him more and more. Right. That's a sacrifice that most teams all across the board, like even in football, you'll take, like if you want to keep the dynamic duo or whatever like mesh you got to keep the team together, niggas will take pay cuts. They will definitely take pay cuts. Like, right. It's almost like you have to make a choice. And that's fucked up because really, if I'm winning like this, I should be getting money. But I guess that's where the endorsements come in at. The endorsements come in to help keep you afloat as a player, individual player. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're taking pay cuts from the team, you got these endorsements. You know what I'm saying? These endorsements are to help put some money in your pocket. Here we got Tom Brady, who got an endorsement. He got the most valuable player that year when they won against Seattle Seahawks in that finals, right? Tom Brady got the most valuable player, which I feel like he shouldn't have got that. And I'm a Tom Brady fan, but that year, that nigga, the defensive player who caught the interception from Russell Wilson, he should have got the MVP. And Tom Brady even agreed. Tom Brady said that and gave up the money. All of the money that he was getting for being the most valuable, because I guess you get money and you get like endorsements and shit like that. All that shit he was getting for being the most valuable player for that year, he gave it to, what was it? What was his name? Malcolm. What is it? I feel like I'm getting Malcolm, but I can't remember. He was a cornerback. He was a cornerback at the time. He caught the interception. But you know, and that's how you get players that go to different teams. They keep moving where the money at. You know what I'm saying? Because if the money ain't here, I gotta go to the next spot where the money at. You know, so right. I love that y'all having a conversation. The one thing I do not understand is how are these team owners convincing the cities to pay for new stadiums with taxpayers' money? Look at you, Jeff. You motherfucking said the shit. And you ain't never motherfucking lied. Okay, so we got that new Hard Rock Stadium, right? You got that new stadium, right? For the Dolphins, right? And we had to pay for that motherfucker. And I don't get that either. I don't understand how this team makes all this money. And you know what they say? They're saying is because we're using the stadium. The stadium is for us to use. That's how they sell that shit. Like the stadium is for you to use. You can come. You know, they've even done things like put like in the Hard Rock Stadium, they have like a bar or whatever. You can have actual parties there. So they'll open the shit. Like, I'm not sure if they still do that since COVID, but they used to do little shit like that. Host little events at the Hard Rock Stadium inside. There's a club. I think it's the Hard Rock, or is that the Marlins Stadium? One of those stadiums open up when the games aren't open. And they let you go in there. They have parties inside and shit. Like, you know, that's how they try to sell that shit. Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert broke it down as to why to never take pay cuts. He did talk about using. Okay. So somebody like Gilbert Arenas would definitely never agree with anybody ever taking a pay cut. He's about your self-worth as a player and what you can bring to the team. The problem with that is, and this is, I'm being a sports analyst right now. I'm being a sports analyst. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But does Gilbert Arenas has any championship rings? Let's look that up real quick because my MacBook about to die, so I gotta end this soon. But I'm gonna go through the comments and then we're gonna end this. Hold on. Let's just see if he has any championship rings. Okay. Gilbert Arenas did not win any championships in his career. How long was his career? You know, you got to ask yourself these types of questions when a person like that tells you, you know, it depends on what you want. If you just want money and you don't care what team you go to, you ain't trying to form no structure. You're just trying to play the years. You're trying to play and get the money and go to the next team. There are plenty of players who do that. But a lot of those players, a lot of them don't have substance as far as like with a team and winning championships and being consistent with one team. Being able to be down with one team and staying to that team shows a different, like a person like Gilbert Arenas is all business. A person that cares about the team, well, that cares about the game and loves the game is gonna stay down with the team. Like Tom Brady loves football, absolutely. Outside of all the politics and all the bullshit, he loves football. He eats and breathes shits football. You understand? When you're dealing with somebody like that, they'll be willing to take all the pay cuts to keep a winning team because they care more about winning the game, being part of a win, like being part of a structuredized team than just being all over the place making money. You ain't got no championships. You ain't breaking no records. You ain't got nothing to show for it. You got money, but you know, you playing in the NBA and you have what? No playoff appearance wins, no Eastern Conference final wins. You just go from team to team to team. You just a floating player. You know, I don't see how fruitful that would be. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody like that tells me that, you know, if I'm a player, I shouldn't take pay cuts, I then ask that person, well, how many championship rings you got? Do you have any MVPs for the regular season wins? Or do you have any MVPs for the finals? Have you ever been to the finals? Have you even had an appearance? You know, those things start to ponder in my mind when y'all can hear me? My bad. I told y'all the MacBook was going dead. And now my phone about to go dead. I don't have nothing being charged. Nothing is being charged. Okay, let me see. Oh, I was finna get to that, Daquan. Give me a second. I can watch golf. I can't. Will the WNBA ever play skirts and skin? I hope not. I fucking hope not. I wouldn't watch it. It would be just ill. Like, I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, go through that. But he really wants to win. I don't watch WNBA. When I was a kid, the Detroit Shock WNBA used to win every year. What's up, New School Thoughts? Welcome to the channel. Sorry I'm seeing your comments late. I'm going through them all. What happened to love for the game? Right. I don't know. What happened? You know, that's a great question. You know, when you have love for the game, that's why I made Tom Brady my example. He actually loves football. So he was willing to take 1,000 pay cuts just so he could be safe and be able to win. He took pay cuts to get new offensive linemen. I mean, he's given up his fucking endorsements to other players on the team. Just, you know, when you love the game, you just want to see yourself with a winning team so y'all can get see, playing the game isn't just about playing and making the money. I thought playing the game is about winning and getting some championships while you getting paid. That's what I'm thinking, you know, but because they're billionaires and bureaucracy lying on their behalf to get more of our of our money. Make more in endorsements if you win it. Lisa, what's your thoughts on John Moran? I think John Moran is a stupid motherfucker. Stupid. And that's why I can't work for ESPN, because I'll be cussing his motherfucking ass out on live. They'll be like, beep, beep, beep. You dumb motherfucker. You know, and he's a perfect example of squandering on your opportunities. He's a perfect example of that. He gets suspended 8 games. He practically is the reason why Memphis Grizzlies had a lot of those games that they lost, because he wasn't playing. Then you come back, you fuck yourself up. You can't even play at 100% in the playoffs. You talked all that shit, got your ass whooped. Then you come back, you show a gun again. He should be lucky he would even still have a career after that shit. And then there are people they're saying that they're slandering Ja Morant. How is that slander? Are we not going to hold people accountable for their actions? Like, I'm just trying to understand. What are we doing? Right. Right. And what's a ton of money? Okay? What's a ton of money to me? You telling me these players making $50 million or more, that's a ton of money to me. But they saying they can pay cuts from what, 80 million to like 60 million? That's like, okay, there's a difference, but in my mind, there ain't no difference. Maybe because I'm not a millionaire, right? But you still get endorsements and shit, so it's like, I don't really know where is the cut coming from. Like, I don't know. I don't know, so I don't want to speak too much on that. But, these teams, these players, like, you don't get to see like a nigga making so much money and winning. You don't. And just look at the Jordan era. Like, look at when Jordan was playing with the Bulls and he had Scottie Pippen. Look at what happened with that. Scottie was getting paid shit. I encourage everybody to go watch the Michael Jordan documentary about him playing with the Bulls and with Scottie Pippen. And I encourage anybody to watch that, because that shit just reflects what happened. And I don't think what happened to him was fair, but he didn't fight for himself either. So they were winning all these championships, which goes to Jeff's point. They're winning all these championships, but guess what? Jordan, I think, wasn't even Jordan was making 30, 40 million, not even. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? That still ain't shit. I mean, if we're going to compare the millions, some of these players are making 86 million or more. You know what I mean? So it's like, right. I would agree with that, New Era. Kobe was. You lose money having to move, et cetera, et cetera. Right. I know. State Warriors, $46 million a year for his current contract. Thank you for that, because I was thinking about that actually, Jeff. I was gonna look that up. I wanted to know what he was getting paid. $46 million a year. Hold on, y'all. Wow. That's insane, yo. That's crazy there. So that goes to show you, like, it's not even about whether the players are like just in it to play, or I don't know, like whatever the case is. I feel like if you're gonna play the game, you should want to play the game to win and be the championship, to be the champion of this shit. Like that should be your ultimate goal. You're getting into basketball to play basketball to do what? Just make millions, or to reach your all-time goal, which is to get a championship. And I guess at some point you got to make a decision, because if you get put in these teams that aren't squatted or aren't meshed or just don't have the good pieces that you need to win championships, then I mean, you find yourself like some of these players just drifting around, moving from team to team, and ain't got shit to show for it. Not one championship, not one, no accolades, but you just got a lot of money. You retired out, you got millions now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. I don't know if that makes you like intelligent or just a lazy sack of shit. Because at the end of the day, you're really not lazy because you're playing in the NBA. But I feel like you, just like LeBron, you're not tapping into your full potential of what you could really be, because you're at the end of the day worried about the business side, which is the money, which is a part that you're supposed to be. I mean, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be worried about that. You got your agents and your, whoever is in charge of all of that, making sure you get what you're supposed to get. But what I'm saying is that, I'm thinking you playing the game because you love the game at the end of the day. And at the end, you're going to play to achieve a level of championship, to achieve some type of level of greatness, right? But I kind of figured, because there's like 1,000. I'm like, no. But I thought it was 1 million. 1 million less. What's up, Big O? What's up? I don't know. I would think that you would be trying to achieve greatness and not worried about whether the next team gonna pay you more. Like anybody who has that mindset ain't trying to win championship. They just trying to play in the league, survive, retire, and retire without being injured or getting kicked out, without being Ja Morant. Doing something, getting suspended. You spend your years playing the game, you retire out, and you get your shit. And I get it. Like, that's a smart way to go, I guess. But what does that leave? When I Googled his name, Gilbert Arenas, and I'm not going to keep saying his name because he's not the only player that does that. But I'm just going to use him this one last time as an example. When I Googled it, it said he absolutely won no championships and don't have, I believe it said, any playoff wins. So you either mosey-posey your ass from different team to different team, and you didn't just, I don't know what that would consist of. I just know that I feel like you didn't actually try to win anything. You just wanted the money. That's all that gives. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're a different type of player. You can't, like, he can't tell me or define to me what greatness is. If I'm having this conversation with that person, a person like that was in the NBA like that, like Kwame Brown, for instance, you know what I mean? Like somebody like that who has a short-lived, he's just retired out, however their circumstances, but never won a championship, never, had that win streak, or that win spirit, I'm not gonna go to them and ask them what they think greatness is. They're fine with mediocrity. They're fine with just playing enough to get a check. So I don't, their opinion would not be like, I wouldn't even ask it. I wouldn't even ask. I wouldn't want to know. Not Kobe Bryant. I would ask somebody like that. God rest his soul, him and his baby. I would ask somebody like that, how do you define greatness? You know what I'm saying? He would be the person to be able to give us a very vivid, clear, descriptive answer Or somebody who plays along the line of business, trotting that line. You know, I'm a business person first in this shit. They're not gonna be able to define to you what that is. I feel like. So we can't have a debate about who's the greatest of all time when you spent your whole motherfucking career bouncing from team to team. When I look up your name, you've already been part of 12 different teams within 7 years. I don't. Your opinion don't really matter to me. I'd rather hear from a fan's perspective. I don't want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather hear from a person who watched basketball than actually play it and plays it like that. I don't want to hear that. You know, so it's I don't know. Like, you know, that's just me being critical. That's, you know, that's a whole other topic. But oh, Jamal Crawford retired. I didn't know that. He did? But he's not that old. He ain't played that long. You see what I'm saying? Like, the NBA has this thing where niggas can retire after a certain amount of time, and it ain't no 25 years. It's not like the military. You got to serve motherfucking 30 damn goddamn years before you can retire. It's not like that in the NBA. You can retire after a certain amount of years and not play anymore. Or you could do what Jordan did: retire, come back, and win 3 championships. Leave, come back, go play baseball, come back, and then with 3 more on the nigga's ass. You know, I mean, it just depends on, you know. I feel like Jamal Crawford was too young to retire, but I think he played more than 10 years though. So in a sense, he probably could have retired, but that's kind of weird though, bro. And he retired with no championship ring. I think he has an appearance, but he don't have a ring. You know what I mean? Does Jamal Crawford have a ring? Right. Thank you, New School of Thoughts. I would agree. I would definitely agree that Jordan would be the GOAT. Now, do I per se agree with the way Jordan handles things outside of court? Do I like him as a man outside of the court? No. I just like him and consider him the greatest of all time on court. I like the way he plays. I like his level of intensity. Quan put that word in the chat, so that's what it is. When he plays, he's not holding back. You know, he gonna give you all this work. So, you know, he's shown it what greatness looks like. And I feel like nobody else has been able to really come close to that but Kobe. So, you know, I sat here and argued with this motherfucker for like 2 hours, bro, about the Heat and the Lakers and LeBron. And that inevitably would spark this live. I had a whole argument about the Lakers. One, beating us in a bubble. Right? We went to the finals. We played them with the team they pretty much have now, right now. I feel like they were a little bit better then, though. They're not as good now. This is my opinion, but they beat us. They beat us, and yeah, it was devastating. It was devastating. And we come back, gather our shit together. Took us a couple years. Last year, we ended up going to the Eastern Conference Finals. We lose against Boston. So it's just like a lot stacked up against the Heat. And they got to be able to, one, the Boston is done. That's I'm sorry, all my Boston Celtic fans, but the series is ours. And y'all let that happen when you showed your poor poo asses last night. So, you know, and you gotta knew that was gonna happen because y'all beat us last year at home. Y'all came to Miami Heat and beat us in our shit for the Eastern Conference Finals. So y'all should have expected game 1 wasn't gonna be no like trotting the line, trying to feel it out. That wasn't gonna be that kind of game. We trying to show you niggas that we not playing with you motherfuckers. We gonna get in your ass. Trying to set the expectation level here, nigga. It's high. It's high. So, I don't know. I think that, we just, I don't know. Wow. 10 years? Wow. I didn't know that. I really did not know that. That's kind of short. I feel like that's, so when a nigga plays for 10 years, he go to like a different team every 2 years or every other year. And then what? Retire after a certain amount of time? Like, I think that shit whack. I think that's like whack as fuck, bro. I don't know. That shit crazy to me. Your ass just want the money, and I get it, but you go through all of that to get into the NBA just to be making a decision that you're never gonna win a playoff game. You're never gonna be highlight. Like, I would think your goal, but any basketball player that comes into the league, is to become a Hall of Famer in any sport, really. But talking about basketball. You ain't gonna come in like, oh nope, I'm just gonna get this check, this check, this check, because this team want me, this team want me, this team want me, and I'm gonna bounce to each team. It's like, damn, nigga. Vince Carter, are you serious? I think Vince Carter's still playing. That nigga's so old. Even if he could play, he can't play. Like, how old that nigga is now, Vince Carter? No. Stop trolling me for him. Stop playing with my intelligence. I was gonna watch the Undisputed highlight with y'all, but my phone going dead. That was the last thing I was gonna do. I wanted to watch the Undisputed show with y'all, but I got 2%. And to be honest, I'm getting tired. And not really like tired, I'm just getting restless. But another thing, I'm gonna add this in there. My birthday is on Saturday. So I possibly will be going live again. I don't know if I'll be on Bigo or Twitch. So I know on Sunday I'm gonna be on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch, but I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty all day or playing whatever games Betty want to play on Sunday. So that's on. Me and Betty got a date set to play games, whether it's Call of Duty, whatever she want to play, on Sunday. Saturday, which is my birthday, I plan on being in the sun. I plan on getting this ass tanned. I plan on getting to sitting sunbathing by the beach somewhere and just let these ass cheeks out. You know what I mean? And just, turn up a little bit. Kids gonna be gone. So that's the plan. Now I'm gonna be turning 35. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep it cute this year. Not doing too much. Later on in the year, I got more plans to do other things, to travel and shit. So I wanted to go on a cruise again before my birthday, but I didn't like the availabilities and I wanted to go somewhere else besides Bahamas. And where I wasn't gonna spend money again and go back to the same place. So I'm gonna wait till later. Catch me another one later on this year when it's cold. Go out to another one of my islands or something. Now this weekend is my birthday, so I'm gonna be, I'm gonna hang out. I might go live. I might, if I hang out somewhere, go live on either Instagram or like if I go live on here. I don't know. I don't know. It'll be Instagram or Bigo though. I don't know about YouTube. But I'll post up pictures on my community wall and post up little shorts. You know what I'm saying? I need to go back to posting up my shorts. I got a whole bunch of them and I ain't been posting them. That's normally my content if I'm not doing the stripper vlogs or whatever, or versus I'm doing the short little shorts of little things that I do or just me about me, period. So I'll probably do that. If I don't go live again, like, y'all will see me on the community wall. Y'all know where to catch me at. Y'all know I'll be over there. I'll be more interactive on the community wall. And yeah, you know. I don't know. I'm thinking about going to the beach, like driving out to Daytona Beach. It's like an hour away from where I am. And just chill. That's mainly the plan. That's mainly the plan. Yes, Jeff. We're gonna play Cold War, I think. I think we are gonna play Cold War. I don't know because we have Dying Light too, and she's been trying to get me to play that and get my shit up with that. So maybe we might play that. We really supposed to play Call of Duty with Vic and Big Man's ass, but they been high. And Vic ain't been hiding, but he been ducking. I asked him the other day when he was live, are you gonna play Call of Duty with me and Betty? And he never answered. So I think he kind of knew it was like, oh, y'all ain't gonna jump on me and kill me and shoot me up like that. Fuck that. So I think he kind of just like, it's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. So that's supposed to happen, and hopefully it will. Big Man to come up out of his hide and play against us, and it could be like a 2-on-2 or 3-versus-3. But they don't really want no smoke. We got the littest like gaming side. Black said they got the littest gaming side ever. Oh yeah, I gotta thank you for reminding me, Jake. So I got Sunday playing a video game with Betty. My birthday is on Saturday. Next Memorial Day weekend on Saturday, I got a versus coming up. Y'all know I just got through doing one with Melly Mel. Shout out to Melly Mel. Wifey, that's wifey right there. She's beautiful. But anyway, shout out to her. She came through with the Janae Aiko. You feel what I'm saying? We had that fire ass versus Janae Aiko versus her. So y'all shout out to Melly Mel. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. She's a whole vibe, y'all. So anyway. And now we're gonna do another versus. We're gonna do a Vaunt. I got a Vaunt. We're gonna release who the other celebrity is on Monday, and it's gonna be like an R&B vibe. So I got that coming up as well. That's the 27th. So that's next Saturday, the following Saturday. Not this one coming up, but the following. Look out for like the little videos and the little things that I put up on my community wall for it. What else I got coming up? And then there's some other things brewing. I gotta get with a couple other people and do collab shows with. I still want to collab with a couple ladies. I'm not gonna name drop too much because I don't know if they still want to do it. But I'm supposed to collab with one young lady about the strip club. I don't want to drop no names because shit's happening in the sectors right now, so I don't know who's still gonna do what. But I'm supposed to collab with one about the strip club lifestyle. I'm supposed to come back with another chapter drop. So I got some content brewing. We got some content brewing over here. We ain't just, we ain't over here, and fully invested in other people's business. Okay, we got other things going on. We got things to do. We got people to entertain, and we got people to like vibe with. We ain't got time for the bullshit. But so I'm supposed to collab with one content creator from the Mo3 sector about strip club lifestyle. I'm also supposed to collab with, and she's a mod in my chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just name her. But Skoka, me and Skoka are supposed to collab together and come up with verses too. And then, I got a couple more like chapters, diary of a stripper that I want to drop. One of them is gonna be hopefully with the Mo3 content creator that I want to do it with. I don't know. I got some things that I want to do. I'm not gonna ignore it. I was just rambling. I was actually just rambling. I think we're gonna play Modern Warfare 2. You said Cold War, that threw me off, but I think it's gonna be Modern Warfare 2. I may email Buddy about becoming the new host of Trill Sports. Never mind. He won't read. He probably won't. You know what I'm saying? Because he be having a lot of emails. You don't think he played Call of Duty? Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you should. You should. You should. I'm always down to do content, put out shit for us to vibe and chill to, and have a place for us to go to kick our legs up and kick our hair backs and just chill and just have great conversation. I'm always gonna support that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely think that, that should be a thought, but I don't know if that was something that they did with Ghetto Intellect. And I don't want to step on nobody's toes and shit like that. So I would never just take over it. It would have to be something that everyone just agreed to and everybody was cool with. Because me and Buddy already had our own little show on Sundays, A Quiet Storm. So that would be me doing taking over somebody else's, even though they're not doing it anymore. I don't want to like step on nobody's toes or no shit like that, whether they do it or not. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be something clearly everybody would want. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not a forcey person, and I'm not gonna. I'll do my own shit on my channel. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna force nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? If it happen, it happen. But that is a good idea, though. You know what I'm saying? That is a good idea because, it'll be me feeding off somebody else, and he like Buddy feeding off me and me feeding off Buddy, like as far as how we feel about the sports, and the topics that we'll talk about. I like the vibe that we had when we had Trill Sports. We had Ghetto as the host. Buddy was just controlling the panel and doing his thing, but he was still very much involved. Then we had all the fellas come up, and I remember the fun times when when all the fellas used to come up, and I used to be like, "Oh, look at all the fellas! Y'all look so handsome and nice. Oh, y'all should be acting like a straight donkey in the chat." Okay, I'm not gonna name drop the other ladies that was acting like a donkey in the chat with me, but we damn sure enough used to cut up. We used to have the fellas in there like cutting up in the chat. We used to be in there like just doing the most, flirting and just just being women when there's good looking men around. You know what I'm saying? And it used to be a vibe. You know what I'm saying? And we'll come up. Some of the women that do know about sports would come up, add their input. And it was just a nice vibe. Like I like that. I like the sports show that we had. I do miss that. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. And then, when was that? Earlier this year when Ghetto had the whole, like, when football, I guess end of last year, beginning of this year, when football was on. And we had to guess, like, our outcome. Like, I had to come and give my commentary, my analytic commentary about what division that was? The AFC East. So I had like he broke the divisions down, and we all got assigned our divisions. I got the AFC East, so I had to come back with my predictions and new things that happened for that week. I used to enjoy those things. I really did. I'm not gonna lie about that. Those things were really fun. Um, and there was I remember the first time I came back with my commentary about the AFC East and what I felt. It was just me, Ghetto, and Buddy, and a few others were supposed to come, but I don't remember them being there. I believe it was just us, and we broke that shit down. You know what I mean? Like I felt like that was a ghetto, ratchet, laid back, smoke a blunt version of, you know, just us kicking in and giving y'all our unbiased opinion or very biased, whichever one, of these teams. And that was kind of raw. Like, you know what I mean? That was kind of raw. I think she does have my gamer tag. I know, Jeff. They don't. Nobody talks about sports anymore. No, I remember when I first came in, they used to. There were some content creators in the Black sector that talk about sports, but they don't do it anymore. Yeah, I know. I know. They do? I didn't know that. I had no idea. That's probably lit. Cameron is funny as fuck too. He be wilding. That's probably lit as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you. And Mace funny too. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know. But I was talking about in our sector though. Like there were people that used to talk about sports in our sector when I first came in, but I don't see that no more like that. Like if one of your teams make it far, you highlighting it, you know, kind of like what I'm doing right now for the Heat. You know, people were doing that, but people ain't doing that no more. People ain't doing that shit no more. I ain't know that though. That's pretty dope. And if they talking about sports, like in all, like everything that goes on in the sports world, like that's from their because they're celebrities. That would be dope. They should more celebrities should be into commentatorship and trying to get contracts with these, especially if they're into sports. You see how like Lil Wayne got the contract with ESPN, the net. Well, I don't know if it was the network or the TV network. He got the contract with them to be on the show with Skip Bayless and shit. That was back when Skip Bayless and it was Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, I believe. I don't fucking remember, but they gave him, you know, that opportunity. But I don't know. I just think that would be like more sports shows would be fun and just something else to do for other people. Like everybody ain't caught up into the bullshit and drama. It'll be it's more diverse conversations. So anybody that say, okay, everybody ain't gonna be into the stripper stories and talking about stripper lifestyle. Okay, I mean, even if you're not into it or you've never been to the strip club or if you're not like out like that, you should still want to kind of be interested or know about it. So in an event you ever do decide to go, you kind of have like you know some feedback about it. You know what I mean? So you're not just going in blind first. You know, but sports is more universal. That's like content that anybody can get into as long as they know about sports. You know, and more women know about sports than you think. Like that's that whole stigma that, you know, don't be Cameron. Don't be not Cameron from not that Cameron Cam Newton. Cam Newton. Remember he said that stupid ass comment to the commentator, and she was a woman. She asked him the question about a specific question about something about his points or I don't. It was very specific to him in the position he plays as a quarterback. And he was shocked by her question. He was shocked that she formulated a question like that. So, sports is one of the things that you can do on YouTube to really gain traction when you're building a channel. You could also play sports radio in the background. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me that. I didn't know that. And they not getting flagged as long as you cut out the music when the radio goes to commercial. Okay. Thank you for that idea, Jeff. I might do that. It's called It Is What It Is. Chill sports what needs to be, it just fits. That does have a little niche to it. They curse and all that. Let me tell you something. If I can't cuss a nigga out while arguing about sports, then it ain't no fun. Like, I don't want to be on ESPN trying to watch my mouth and can't say a cuss word, or like be like LeBron, say nigga and try to act like you ain't say nigga. Did y'all hear that? LeBron acted like he ain't say nigga when he said nigga. He said nigga right in the middle of the, like. I'm just saying. You get soul and aggression when you really know the sport and you talking about it, okay? And it ain't gonna be the same if I can't cuss your ass out. I like Shannon more than Stephen A. Smith. I like Shannon too. But, okay. I like Shannon. Shannon Sharp is very attractive older man. He's not married. Okay. He has no children. I don't understand how he's not in a relationship. He doesn't. I don't understand how he walk around. Anyway, dark skinned melanated king. Okay. Anyway, let me get out of that. Shannon Sharp to me is a better analyst, only because he comes from like a very athletic. I mean, Stephen A. Smith played basketball, but I'm just saying, like, Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. Great tight end. Okay, one of the best in that position, one of the very best in that position. But like, I think his commentary is better than Stephen A. Smith, only because he comes from more of like a passion of a player. Like, even though Stephen A. Smith played, but he comes more from like a, I feel like he's, I guess, more like into the analytical side of the sport, whereas Shannon Sharp always, I feel like, speaks from like the physicalness of the sport. Like, he always gonna speak from the fact that he was out there throwing his body around, doing it. You know what I'm saying? Even though Stephen A. Smith did play, but I don't know the extent of his career, but I don't know if he just played basketball in college. Like, I know he did play basketball, but he's more like, I enjoy Shannon's commentary much more than what's his name? Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith just funny. He's like a comedian. That's all. Alright. Well, they wouldn't always, I mean, let me see. Yeah, they're brothers now, but they hated each other. They hated each other. When they played, they hated each other. Like, that shit was crazy. And it's like, now they're like the best of friends. But I do like the hey, what's up, guys, man? Yeah, so what else I wanted to say before I close out the show? Got my birthday on Saturday, y'all. May 20th. We gonna definitely end the season. The tour season on some. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Tell a hater I said fuck you. Fuck you. Haters. Niggas mad at the paper. I know, like that guy's legs. Kevin Hart said some funny shit about his legs. He was like, nigga, I ain't never seen another man's knees touch so close. Like, like, I don't forget how he said that shit, dog. That shit had me in tears, dog. Like, his knees do look like they about to touch. Like, and when he run, it's worse. Like, I don't know why he run. I don't know why he do that shit. And now they got this thing where they like to race to the board. It's like, please, I hope you niggas don't fall. And Kenny did fall. Kenny has failed. Running to the board. I'm like, really? Yeah. Nigga, I'm taking penitentiary chances on you hoes. So, that's what Kenny's saying. I'm ready to break my motherfucking ankle and knees and hips. Fuck around with you motherfuckers. Just to give y'all content. Kenny is a mess though. Shaq and Chuck are the funniest, but Kenny is low-key funny though. Like, no, don't sleep on Kenny. Kenny had you over there laughing now. But yeah. I don't know. Let me see. My phone's like barely holding on. So yeah, y'all got y'all requests. Y'all know Buddy going live on Friday. Y'all want to see that happen? Ask him. See if he's willing to do that. You know, because it's got to be something that the people want. Because you know what I'm saying? It's got to be something that Buddy want and the people want. I don't want to exclude Buddy out of that. Buddy got to want that, and then the people got to want that. You know what I'm saying? I already know y'all good, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So, on that note, let me see. Let me refresh. Remember, come by next weekend. But I think I might be live again to remind everybody. I'll probably be live. Or like I'll do like little clips or little videos or little shorts to remind you guys of all the things that I'm doing. And then when my birthday comes, probably go live. I don't know if I'll go live on YouTube or somewhere else, but I'll be showing out a little bit. I'm going to show out. Not too much. Not too much. I ain't trying to break too many hearts. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to have fun. I ain't trying to break you hearts. All you bitches hearts, I just want to have fun. You know, sometimes it make a fake nigga hate life. Me living my life make a fake nigga hate their life. You know what I'm saying? It be like that, but ain't nothing I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Jeff. I'll see you on the flip side. I'm gonna end this. Salute to you, Quan. Gas man, thank you for coming by. And thanks everybody who shared the live. Thanks anybody who came through. I seen La came through. Skoka. Shit. Everybody came through this motherfucker at some point. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the love. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and crash out because I'm over it. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. All right, y'all. Deuces.